Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So from today I'll be starting some interview preparation series wherein I'll be solving interesting questions from the website LeetCode. So these questions will be kind of like in the level easy to medium, and like there will be something like there will be interesting. So that problem which we have chosen today is group anagrams. This is a top like it is one of the questions asked many a times in interviews. So it comes under the topic strings. So first of all, let us read the question. What is it saying? So the question is saying that given an array of strings strs, group the anagrams together. Okay, anagrams. So you must be knowing what are anagrams. So anagrams are basically those strings which can be formed by rearranging the characters of some string. Like EAT and TEA are anagrams of each other. So anagrams are basically those things which we can get by rearranging the letters of the string. So you can return the answer in any order. So basically we have to group the anagrams, like we can see in this first example. The input says that the strs is a vector of strings which contains these many strings, and in the output we are seeing that the strings which are anagrams of each other are being grouped. So bat has no other anagram in the list. NAT and TAN are the anagrams of each other, and similarly all these are anagrams. So basically we have to group the anagrams. So I would like to say that you must pause the video and think of some solution on your own, and after doing it on pen on paper, then you can start the video again. When now I'll be solving the question and telling you the approach. One approach takes a bit more time, and the second approach is the optimal approach. So today we will see two approaches to solve the question. Okay, so let us see first what are the constraints. So constraints are 10 to the power, okay, the length of the string could be 10 power 4 up to 10 power 4, and the length of the strings are up to 0 to 100. Okay, so time complexity is not an issue here a lot. Okay, so let us start. So the approach we will use in this question is the map approach. We will be using map to solve this question. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the approach. So we can see that there are lots of strings here. We have to group each anagrams. So first of all we will think that what is common between all these anagrams, like EAT, ATE and TEA. What is common among these strings? The thing which is common is when we sort these strings, like ATE we sort it, when we sort EAT, when we sort TEA, they will result into a same string. Like when we sort these all strings, it will result into the string AET. So this property we can use this property that when we sort these strings, they come up to a similar string. Now what we will do with this knowledge, the sorted string which comes for an anagram, we can make it as the key in the map. You must be knowing what is a map in C++ STL. So in C++ STL, map is something which contains key value pairs, which maps a key to the pair, key to value. So here we know that for each of these anagrams, the unique thing is the string when we sort it. Like when we sort TAN or NAT, the string comes out to be ANT. So this ANT can be used as the key in the map for this vector. So for this complete vector, the key in the map could be ANT. For this complete vector, the key in the map could be AET. Are you getting my point? So we will use this property of map. Okay, so let us see what is the time complexity of this approach. So when we see the time complexity, what is required is we have to sort all these strings. Sorting is required to make them key of the map. Sorting of all these strings is required. So how much time it will take? Let us say that the maximum length of the string in any of the string in this array is k. Then sorting all of this, the sorting one string will require k log k time, and we have to sort all of these strings. So total time will be n into k log k. N is the number of strings and k is the maximum length of any of the string. So total time by this approach will be n into k log k. Okay, so what we are doing, just we are going through the array. We will be going through the array, and what we will doing is we will sort the string and we will add it to the map. So if this key is already present, like AET will not be present in the map, so we will add it, and in the value side we will add one array which will contain the string eat. Okay, so next we will come to T. Now again when we sort it, we get the same thing, AET, and now when we find it in the map, we get the string AET present already, because it has came because of this string EAT. So what we will do, when we find something already present in the map, we will add this string also to the array, to the value side. So don't worry, I will be coding this solution, so don't worry, just try to grasp this. You can also rewind the video again, and we will coding the solution just now. So what I am saying, that every time when we find some unique string, we will be adding it to the map, and when we find something already present in the map, what we are doing, just adding it to the value side which contains the array. So the map which we are making, whose key is a string and whose value is vector of strings. Okay, the key side will contain the sorted part, unique sorted part, and the value side will contain vector of strings, in which all these strings which have the same sorted part will be grouped together. Okay, now one better approach will be, as we have seen, the time complexity for this solution is n into k log k. Can we reduce the time complexity? Yes. So the solution which I am going to code is the optimal solution, which will take n into k time. The earlier solution was taking n into k log k time. This solution will take n into k time, order of n into k. So what change, we are like slightly changing something. The key in the map which we were using was the sorted part, which was taking k log k time. This time we will not use the sorted part as the key, but we will use a hash table of size like 26. So let us code the solution. You will understand as and when I will code. Okay, so we are given with the like this STRS is the vector of strings which is given to us, which is this, and we have to return a vector and vector of string. Okay, vector of string. So first let us make this vector of string. Okay, let us say result. We will return this. So let us return, we will be storing our answer in this res string, and we will return this at the end. Okay, so first of all we have to make the map. As I told you, the map will contain the key as a vector of integers. We will be using a hash map. Like we in the previous approach I told you that the key will be a string. Now what we are doing is, we will traversing through the string, and we will increase the hash table of, like we are using a hash table of size 26, which whose each element will signify the letter. Like 0 will be corresponding to A, 1 will be B, 2 will be C. Similarly, we will traversing through this string like EAT, and when we see E, we will increase the value in the hash at the position E, and then after when we see A, we will increase the value in the hash at A. Okay, so by this we will see that every hash table will be unique. Like for EAT, for TEA, for ATE, the hash tables will be unique, because the number of letters and the frequency of each letter will be same in the anagrams. So when one string is an anagram of other string, so the hash table of those anagrams will be will be unique. Okay, because they contains equal number of letters and consonants in them. Okay, so our map has key as vector of integers, and the value will be a vector of strings, in which we will be adding our result, the anagrams which will be grouped together. Okay. Okay, so now let us make the hash table. Don't worry, at the end you will understand everything as and when I code. So what we are doing, we are making a hash table of size 26 in which each value represents one of the letters of the alphabets, like A to Z. The A to Z, there are 26 letters. So we are making a hash table for these 26 letters, and all of which we will initialize to 0. When we write 26, 0, the vector will be of size 26 and all of it will be initialized to 0. Okay. Now let us traverse for every string. One by one we will see all the strings. Okay, so this loop is used to traverse through the strs vector, complete vector. Now for a single string, inside this loop we will be traversing all the strings, which will be int j equal to 0, what we will doing inside this loop, we will traverse the string and increase every value of the hash tables as and when we get the letters. So I'll write the code. See this. So in the hash, the value strsi is the string, and when we see the jth alphabet, so this will give us the alphabet to which we are pointing, and we are subtracting the ASCII value of A from it. So let us say this gives us like C, then C minus A will be 2, which will be corresponding to the second value in the hash table. We are incrementing it by 1, that means we have seen one C. So by this we'll be traversing complete string, and we'll go on increasing the hash table. So this I was talking about, that this hash table will be unique for each set of anagrams. So for TEA, this hash table will result as unique for all these ATE, TEA and all those anagrams. The hash table will be unique. Now next thing what we have to do is, we will be adding it to the map. So what we have to do, just we have to see that is this hash table already present as a key in the map. If it is already present, then we will add the corresponding string strsi to the value part, and if it is not present in the string in the map, then we will add it, we will insert this newly created hash. So the code for it is as follows. Yes, so what we have created an iterator of the same map type, and what we are doing it, we are finding this hash, which we have created by traversing the string. We are finding this hash, and if it is not equal to mp.end, what does it mean? Means it is already present in the map as a key. So if it is already present, then we will do that mp.find hash. This will return the pointer to that array, to that key of hash, and this pointer will be stored in the iterator it. And what we are doing in the value part, it arrow second means the value part. The value part is a vector of strings. We are pushing this string into the value part. That means corresponding to the hash of the anagram, we are pushing each of the strings into the value side of the map. Okay, and if this mp.find hash is equal to mp.end, that means this hash is not present in the map. So what we will do, we will insert this hash and the str string into the map as a new entry. Because it was not already present, so we are adding is at a new entry using the insert function. What we are inserting, this hash and the the string. We are pushing this string into a vector and then we are inserting it. And don't forget to clear this hash, because when this else will be over, again the loop will run for the another string in the vector. So this hash should be cleared, so that when this loop runs and again the hash values are updated, all values are initially 0, they should be 0. So we have to clear the hash. Okay, so did you get the approach? What we are doing, we are creating a unique hash table for each of the string and we are inserting it into the map. If the map already contains that hash, then what we are doing, we are just pushing the string, into the value part of the hash, value part of the map. And if that hash is not already present in the map, then we are creating a new entry whose key is the hash table which we have done by traversing to the string, and whose value part is the string which we have came through. Like when we are saying EAT, what we are doing it, we are traversing this EAT and we are increasing the values in the hash, and this hash becomes the key. And what does the value become? Value becomes this string strsi, eat. So how the map will look, the keys will be these hash tables and the values will be the grouped anagrams, vectors of string. Okay, so what is the time complexity of this approach? The time complexity of this approach is lesser than that, because we are not sorting this string here, we are just traversing through it. So total time complexity, we are traversing each of this string once. Let us say the length of the maximum length of this string is k and number of strings is n, then time complexity will be n into k. Understood? So this was the question. Let us run the code. Okay, there is some error, let me check. Okay, sorry. So what we have done till now, we have created the map whose values are grouped anagrams. Okay, so now simply what we have to do, we have to traverse through the values, like right side, the values of the map, and we have to add it to the our result string. So what we will do, simply for auto x in this map, and what we have to do, simply we have to push this so what will happen, simply the right side which contains the vector of strings will be pushed into this vector of string, our result. Okay, so what does right side contain? Right side contains the grouped anagrams. One by one they will be pushed into the result vector. So let us run. Okay, expected answer is correct. Let us submit. Why is it taking time? Oh, 1 second. Oh, it is adding more than. Oh, sorry. Okay, we have to write this here. We have written like adding into the result array, we have written inside the for loop, so it will not give the answer. Now it is correct. Now we will submit it. Yeah, accepted. Okay, so this was the approach. You can see it. So thanks a lot everyone. We will come back with some interesting question tomorrow. For now, bye bye.